Spain. Many who come here want to return a second, a third, or a fourth time. Many of those who return want to live here, and who can blame them? As I stated in my first video, Spain is an awesome country with incredible historical and cultural places, amazing food, and great weather year-round. In this video, I wanted to highlight the top 10 monuments or places in Spain that you should definitely visit at least once in your lifetime. And this time in order of importance, or at least in my opinion. Number 10, Las Casas Colgantes de Cuenca, or the Hanging Houses. Their name comes from being built right on the cliffs of the river's gorge, with their balconies hanging over the abyss below. Historically, there were many more houses built on the edge of these cliffs, but now only few remain. These houses are an emblem of the city of Cuenca and very recognizable all throughout Spain. Number 9, Playa de las Catedrales, or the beach of the Cathedral. It is a beach situated in the northern part of Spain, in the province of Galicia, and you can only visit it and sunbathe in a low tide. It is a special place, and its name was given due to the gigantic rocks in form of colossal arches and towers of about 30 meters in height, very similar to those seen in Gothic cathedrals. Declared a national monument, it receives the visit of thousands of tourists every day, eager to gaze upon its arches, to explore its caves and the sand corridors between the blocks of stone. Number 8, Valle de los Caídos. Since October 2022, officially known as Valle de Cuelgamuros, it is about 10 kilometers from the village of El Escorial in the province of Madrid. It is a monumental complex formed by a Catholic basilica, an abbey, and a 150 meters high cross sitting on a summit of a cliff that dominates the entire valley, with the peculiarity that the basilica is entirely underground. It is an enormous structure, and it is considered one of the greatest exponents of the Francoist architecture. The dictator Francisco Franco ordered its construction in 1940, where the fallen of the glorious Crusades were buried. More than 33,000 combatants from both sides of the Spanish Civil War. It is an imposing landmark that you definitely have to see. Number 7, the Wall of Avila. Situated in the city with the same name and dating back to the 12th century, the stone Wall of Avila that encloses the city has been completely preserved since then. The wall is a continuous structure made of huge blocks of stone with a perimeter of about 2,500 meters and has 2,500 battlements, 87 turrets and 9 gates. It occupies a surface of about 33 hectares in a rectangular shape with a height of about 12 meters and a width of about 3 meters. The construction of the wall as it's known today took about 9 years to complete, which is a bit shady, and it may have taken a lot longer, though the city had always had a wall around it, which was repeatedly destroyed and rebuilt since ancient times. If this wall can boast of anything, it is that it is the best preserved urban walled area in the world. For centuries, this enormous wall has been valued as an artistic element, being declared a national monument in 1884, a historical artistic site in 1982, and a World Heritage Site in 1985, along with the rest of the historic center of Avila. Currently, 1,700 meters of the wall can be visited by walking along its upper walkway, with 3 entrances and a 4th one suitable for people with reduced mobility. Number 6, the Aqueduct of Segovia. The aqueduct dates back to the 2nd century and was constructed by the Roman Empire in a city still without walls, since the current ones are not dated until the 9th or 10th century. The aqueduct is about 15 kilometers long, and the Roman engineers using water levels traced the route most likely to the current Alcázar. There are three great sections. The first section is outside Segovia, where the water is captured and sent downwards towards the city. The second section is the urban one, and the one we can see and admire, reaching heights of about 28 meters. And from there, the last section is the intramural route, a sophisticated distribution system through manholes, which in turn were subdivided into smaller branches that supplied fountains and private homes. This entire section goes underground until reaching the current Alcázar, the final point of the route and known as the Mother of Water. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, and definitely subscribe for more amazing content like this. Number 5. The Cathedral of Burgos. The Cathedral Santa Maria de Burgos, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, was first constructed in 1221 following French Gothic patterns. But in the 15th and the 16th centuries, the spire of the main facade, the Constable's Chapel, and the dome of the transept were modified with flamboyant Gothic elements that give the temple its unmistakable profile. The design of the main facade is related to classic French Gothic of the great cathedrals of Paris and Reims, and the twin spires, topped by octagonal pinnacles, are the work of the famous architect Johannes von Köln, introducer of the flamboyant Gothic style in Spain. The dome that takes form of a third and sumptuous cathedral tower and visible from the main chapel was again the work of Johannes von Köln, but 100 years later, on a night in March 1539, the whole dome collapsed. That same day, works began for the construction of a new dome under the supervision of Juan de Vallejo. Of Plateauresque Renaissance style combined with late Gothic, the new dome, profusely ornamented that culminates in a large star, seems more the works of angels than of man. Number 4. Mezquita de Cordoba. Another of the emblematic sites of Spain is the Mosque Cathedral of Cordoba. As its name indicates, it is located in Cordoba, a city located in the south of Spain, in Andalusia. This spectacular Islamic historical monument has used the primitive Visigothic Basilica of San Vicente as its initial base since the middle of the 6th century, although it was in the 8th century when it was renamed the Alhambra Mosque and thus became one of the best Arab monumental jewels in Spain. After the reconquest of the Kingdom of Spain by the Christians in 1236, the mosque became the Cathedral of Cordoba. However, already in the 12th century, Catholic masses were held, presided over by King Alfonso VII in what is still called Alhambra in the city. In 1984, as an example that shows a considerable exchange of human values over the centuries, UNESCO declared the Mosque Cathedral of Cordoba a World Heritage Site. Without a doubt, it is a sacred space that perfectly transmits the trajectory of art history through historical layers belonging to different cultures and civilizations. Number 3. Plaza de España of Sevilla. Located in Maria Luisa Park, it was designed by the architect Aníbal González and was built between 1914 and 1929. The Plaza de España of Sevilla appeared in movies like Lawrence of Arabia, The Wind and the Lion, and Star Wars Episode II: Attack of the Clones. The square has large dimensions, 170 meters in diameter, in a semi-elliptical shape, which symbolizes Spain's embrace of its former American territories, looking towards the Guadalquivir River as a route to follow towards America. With a total area of 50,000 square meters, it is bordered by a canal and is crossed by 4 bridges. These 4 bridges represent the 4 ancient kingdoms of Spain: León, Castilla, Aragon, and Navarra. This plan responds very closely to the formal scheme of the type of Palladian villa with curved wings, shown by the Italian architect Andrea Palladino in his 4 books of architecture. The construction is made of exposed brick and has extensive ceramic decoration. Number 2. La Alhambra of Granada. Situated in the city of Granada in the south of the Iberian Peninsula, the Alhambra is the best-known monumental complex in Spain after the Basilica La Sagrada Familia of Barcelona. Its construction began in 1238 by the Muslim king Abu al-Ahmar, conquered in 1492 by the Catholic kings and finished in 1581 by them after adding some additional buildings. The name Alhambra originates from the Arab Alhambra, which means the red, coming from the full name in Arab, the Red Castle. The Alhambra was built on the Sbika hill, one of the highest points in the city of Granada. This location sought a strategic and defensive situation and at the same time to represent a clear symbol of power. In 1984, it was the first place in Spain to be declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Number 1. La Sagrada Familia of Barcelona. La Sagrada Familia is a Catholic basilica situated in the city of Barcelona and designed by the famous architect Antoni Gaudí. Its construction began in 1882 and is still to be finished. It is the most visited monument in Spain and it is a reflection of Gaudí's artistic plenitude. He worked on it for most of his professional career, but especially in the last years, where he has reached the culmination of his naturalistic style. La Sagrada Familia has a Latin cross plan with 5 central naves, a 3-nave transept and an apse with 7 chapels. It boasts of 3 facades dedicated to the birth, passion and glory of Jesus Christ, and when completed, it will have 18 towers. So these are the top monuments to visit in Spain. My name is Alex Moraras. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share and definitely subscribe to watch more amazing videos before you come to Spain.